Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Chad White on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God. World's #1 streaming service. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight for some Sunday night action at Echo Park Speedway here in Atlanta, Georgia. In the booth with me tonight, the one and only Daryl Young Jr. Daryl, you pumped up for some Atlanta action?
I am. I love me some Atlanta, and this is going to be a lot of fun. Some pack racing tonight, and we're going to see some big wrecks. And yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna see a little bit of everything here tonight. It's a 1.5 miles, but as you guys probably know, it races like a super speedway, so you're gonna see all kinds of crazy action happening. And it looks like practice is just about to wrap up at top of the board. We've got Mr. Vess in that 89 machine, but we're gonna jump straight into qualifying action as you're looking at these beautiful shots taken earlier from the HMS TV drone cams. There it is. Practice in the books officially, and now it's time to get into qualifying action. Let's go down trackside, see who the first cars to hit the track for qualifying action is gonna be. Got Justin Bissonette here out of Charleston, South Carolina. He's lined up ready to roll, but Matt Everett's already out on track in that number 5 machine out of Hilliard, Ohio. Mike Grinnell also on track here from Fairhaven, New York in that 55 machine. Looking good as usual for Mr. Mike Grinnell. Let's see what kind of lap time he's got up his sleeve. But real quick, while these guys put down their qualifying attempts here, let's take a look at our point standings heading in tonight. Brian Smith, top of the board, and he is not going to make it out tonight. He's going to watch the Cup race, I believe. So Brian Smith not going to be here, always a favorite to win. Well, he's got a big enough points buffer where he's not got to worry about making it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to see these guys on lap 1 of qualifying kind of run the top. Second lap is quicker.
Well, that's good to know here. Mike Grinnell, he is finishing up his first lap here, I believe. And now we're going to see what he's got up his sleeve in his 55 machine. Let's hop on board with Mr. Mike Grinnell. Now, Daryl, I assume it's fast. It's kind of run this like a normal NASCAR oval line, right? Down the straightaway and then down low into the corners during your qualifying laps?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not sure if it's allowed in this league. Some leagues have restrictions on whether you can utilize the apron or not in qualifying. Um, there you go. There's an apron right there with Nathan Finnegan. So it looks like it is allowed.
Or he's cheating.
Or he's cheating.
Probably cheating, honestly. I mean, Nathan Finnegan is an admin, so if anybody can get away with it, it's Nathan Finnegan in that number 6 machine from Coventry, Rhode Island. But right now, he's sitting in the 3rd position. Adam Ball setting the quick time out of Clovis, New Mexico in that 19 machine. Brock Hersey puts down his first lap there, but like Daryl said, it's all about the second lap here tonight as Adam Ball sits on the top of the board. Zach Lockett in second, 1/1000th of a second behind him. And then 3rd and 4th, Daryl, I mean, look at that. Looks like our top 5 are separated by about 5/1000ths of a second.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of quick times. And, you know, qualifying's not even over yet. And I'm going to lock in my pick right now. I'm going with Nathan Finnegan in that 6th machine. I think he gets it done tonight.
Well, he's certainly going to be fast like usual, Daryl, but you know who I'm going to go with tonight? I think for the first time probably in his life, Cody Eldred brings home the win in that 32 machine. I'm taking Cody Eldred. Talk about a wild card pick. And ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Becker just gifted 6-7 jewels. Let's go.
Now, if he could follow it up by sending 67 gifted memberships, that'd be really good.
Yeah, Jesse, quit being cheap. Come on. Tightwad. Now, Jesse in the chat, he says we are at the Future Radio Replay Speedway. So, Jesse, he's hoping to get the naming rights here to Echo Park Speedway sometime soon.
Well, yeah, I mean, business is booming over in the radio replay camp, helmed by Jesse Becker. And it is great, Jesse. Radio replay.
Oh, yeah, radio replay, one of the best things there is, honestly. I mean, you know what? We actually got a little bit of radio traffic from earlier. This is what radio replay can do, folks. It records the driver radio chatter and makes it recorded where we can send it. So here's something. I'm just trying to find a decent message. This is from Mike Grinnell.
Could you repeat that about the pit road entry, about the speed limit?
Yeah, that was race control talking about the rules and all that, but we aren't too worried about the rules here, Daryl, right?
We are not. And actually, that's a really good thing that he just brought up. You must commit to pit road out when you're going into turn 3 on the backstretch. That's where you must commit at this track. You cannot wait to come out of 4.
Yeah, you know what, Daryl? Let's try to take a little flyby and see if we can maybe have some time. Well, nah, it's in the books. We don't have time for it, but I'm sure people realize what we're talking about. But out of turn 3, you got to commit to the pits. You got to go onto the apron. So it's not like a normal track where you can just, enter pit road out of turn 4. You got to do it a lot earlier here. But we got a 5-minute warm-up for our drivers here, Daryl. So we're going to take a quick break, grab us an ice-cold beverage. I'm going to get me some Hustle Fuel and join us back here in just a minute or two, folks. We have Echo Park Speedway on tap tonight with the Icon Cup Series right here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We'll be right back. We are back here at Atlanta, and it is my favorite time of the night. It's grid time, folks. Appreciate you joining us here tonight. Let's get things going. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time right here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the Icon Cup Series, right here, Echo Park Speedway. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. Starting on the front row from the pole position, the number 19 machine, Adam Ball on his outside, the 93, Zach Lockett.
And on the inside of row number 2, the 32 machine, your pick, Cody Eldred. On the outside, the 55, Mike Grinnell.
Row number 3 on the inside, going to be the number 6, Nathan Finnegan, who is having some connection issues. Not sure if he's going to make it back in time. We're going to find out, but on his outside, the 24 of Brock Hersey.
Starting on the inside of row number 4, we have the 06 of Justin Bissonette to his outside of the 28, Patrick Colton.
Row number 5 on the inside, the number 88 machine, Chris Camber. Let's see if this guy can turn around the bad luck. He's going to be on the outside, actually. On the inside, it's going to be the 48 of John McNeil.
Starting on the inside of row number 6, the 88 of Chris Camber to the outside. Or excuse me, I apologize. Jacob Smith to the outside, Jake Christenberry.
Row number 7 on the inside, going to be Robert Blowen. You got Ryan Patty on the outside. Row 8, you got Matt Edwards and Hanover Fisk, followed by Jacob Malone, Bentley Glazer. Row 10, we got Gladulich and Woods. And folks, we don't have time to get anybody else. We didn't say your favorite driver. They're slow, they're junk, they're starting in the back anyways. We're racked up and ready to roll, Daryl. We're going to drop the hammer and go green right here at Echo Park Speedway. Pace truck is in, field is set, Ball on the inside, Lockett on the outside, green flag into the air right here at Atlanta. Good jump there for Zach Lockett, Daryl. He takes over the top spot for now, but Adam Ball battles back here on the bottom line with some draft help.
Yeah, absolutely. I will say that the bottom line is my preferred lane when I run here. It takes quite a few cars on the outside running really good in order to have enough momentum to get up there to the front. So you'll see the bottom line do really well here, especially with fresh tires.
A big bump there. Adam Ball holds on, and Daryl looks like Finnegan able to make it back. He is on track, so he's rolling. Says he's 2 laps down, but we're on lap 2, so that doesn't really make sense. So who knows? We're going to see how many laps down he is here in a moment.
I am showing he's on the lead lap. He did start in the pits, and he did exit the pits as soon as the green flag dropped. So Nathan Finnegan had to start in the pits, but that's okay. Maybe this might be better for him. We'll see.
I don't know if he's on the lead lap or not. Again, it still says 2 laps, but we're going to wait, see how that all lines up. But for now, Cody Eldred, my pick to win. I mean, I tell you what, I really I'm really rolling the dice taking Cody Eldred because we haven't seen much out of this 32 machine all season long since we started.
Yeah, absolutely. We got some 3 wide action. The 54, Jacob Malone, almost by himself, takes it 3 wide. It's not quite going to work out for him as he's got no help. He's got a little bit of driving help by that leader on the top lane, but you're going to see him fall back a little bit, I'm afraid.
Yeah, risky move there, that CW54 machine, Jacob Malone. I'm really digging this car, though, Daryl. I like seeing that. That's the CW on NASCAR sponsored. Here, let's take a closer look at this thing with the G Spider drone cam. Although, Daryl, we should actually blur this car out now that I think about it. We probably need to get it off air, don't you think?
Should we?
Yeah, it's CW. I mean, they're competition, bro.
Oh, well, true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, let's get it off there. Well, nonetheless, that's the 54 machine of Jacob Malone. Good run for him so far, but let's jump back up front here. John McNeil takes over the top spot for that.
And it's said on the car it doesn't even start till September 20th, so a little premature there.
I'm pretty sure that was an old scheme, but hey, nonetheless, John McNeil looking good out front. And now let's take a look at the scoreboard, Daryl. And yes, I believe you are right. Nathan Finnegan is officially on the lead lap, but unfortunately, he's got no draft help, so he may end up falling a lap down if this thing stays green.
He absolutely will fall a lap down if this stays green. He's 11 seconds back right now, and we're seeing about 31 seconds for a lap. So yeah, he is falling back, but we could see something here shortly as we see a lot of two-wide action.
And we're basically door-to-door through the whole field here. Ryan Patty out of Boston, Massachusetts in that 12th position in the 30 machine, trying to get that top lane going. Pretty solid turnout tonight. 26 cars signed in here, and a little lower than we could have had. You got the real-life NASCAR race going on right now, so a handful of drivers elected to watch that instead.
Yeah, we'll have all your updates on the real NASCAR race. Why? Because we're HMS TV Plus. That means you don't have to go anywhere.
Absolutely, Daryl. Big day in sports here in the last day or two. We got a lot to cover here tonight for our fans at home.
Yeah, we absolutely do. We can start with the sports that nobody really cares about and then work our way up to the most popular stuff. So the stuff nobody cares about, the FIFA World Cup, England won, Argentina won. Yeah. And then we move on to WNBA, and eventually we get to cricket. Yeah.
All right, well, Daryl, in the WNBA, we had some big games happen today, and we had the Mystics take down the Storm, 84-79. I know you were upset. You really wanted the Storm to pull off that win.
Yeah, I absolutely did. I'm still upset about it, actually. And man, the 0-6 of Justin Bissonnette. Sorry, Blake. He is making a run practically by himself as there's a car length. You could fit a car between him and the car behind him.
Cover your ears, folks. It's getting loud. We got cameramen trackside. We won our lawsuit. The cameramen are back on track.
Power move on the outside. Again, what felt like practically by himself. He immediately went to the bottom lane as soon as he got clear. And man, it almost looks like he's doing some blocking here, Blake. This is going to be interesting.
This is going to be interesting for sure. And you know what's more interesting than that, Daryl? Connor Gerard has announced his paint scheme of the night finalists. So let's start here. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Kyle Diaz in that 26 machine, going to be a paint scheme of the night finalist in that NOS Energy 26 machine from Colton, California. Good looking car there. Then we also have the 24 machine going to be a finalist here on the night. That's Brock Hersey. Here he is, Daryl. It's a good looking car there, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It is a good looking car. He's going to need to do some work in order to win paint scheme tonight. Connor typically doesn't pick people that are really far in the back or get wrecked out. Sometimes, but not very often. As they're side by side for the lead, Justin Bissonnette and Zach Lockett.
Yeah, they're still battling it out. We showed the 54 machine. That's the CW car. He's going to be a paint scheme of the night finalist. That's Jacob Malone. And then the 88 of Chris Camburn going to be our final finalist. And he hasn't wrecked yet, Daryl. This might be his best race of the season.
Yeah, correct. Chris Camburn doing really, really well. Just hanging out on the bottom lane. P12, P13, nothing to see here, just cruising. I will tell you what, you do save a lot more tire on the bottom lane. So this top lane, they may have maybe a slight advantage right now, but as these tires wear, we're going to see the top lane fall off a little bit. It's going to get really tight for these drivers.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun one for sure here tonight. We got two stage breaks there at the end of lap 40 and then another one at the end of lap 80. And then we go the distance to lap 160 from there. So 3 stages on tap here tonight with the Icon Cup Series. And these guys battling. And look out, 26 gets a little loose. That was scary.
It was very scary. Kyle Diaz took off the entire field. Is there 3 wide behind him? The 8 gets a little loose. He saves it. Kevin Bankert. That causes a check up on the top lane. but no harm, no foul. Everyone's still clean and green.
And for now, looks like everybody's still in the lead lap. Nathan Finnegan now about 22.8 seconds back. So they're starting to come up on them. Looks like they're only a couple seconds back.
Say what, Kyle Diaz heard that he's in the running for a paint scheme of the night. And he is definitely wanting to show off that paint. He's trying desperately to get up there and lead this thing. He's doing a really good job on the outside. He's going to have a little bit of a draft by Justin Bissonette now. Here he comes.
Well, Daryl, he knows Connor Gerard gives bonus points for running well, and Kyle Diaz trying to win this race here on lap 17, looking to the inside for the race lead.
Justin Bissonette left the door open, and Kyle Diaz is going to capitalize, but he doesn't have a lot of help behind him. Meanwhile, Justin's getting some drafting help, but this is not going to help the top line. The 54, Jacob Malone, takes it 3 wide by himself. He's got a little bit of help by Justin, but this is going to really hurt this top lane.
There we go. Jacob Malone makes the aggressive move, and it pays off. He is up to the 5th position here. Daryl, you got Ryan Patty behind him in the 06. Seems to be struggling right now. Not sure if he's got some tire fall off or what's going on with Bissonette. Looking at some lap times, Daryl, I do see a little bit of tire fall off even with the draft. I see at least, 4 to 5 tenths of a second for most of these guys. So we are seeing some tire wear, and we're only about halfway done with stage number 1 as Kyle Diaz coming up on Nate Finnegan.
Yeah, again, if this stays green for the whole stage, you're going to see the top lane just not be able to do nearly as much. You really hurt your tires, and you're already seeing it from Justin Bissonette. All the going up and up the track, down the track, blocking. It really hurts the tires. He's going all the way to the back lane.
Yeah, that car looks like it's junk right now already, Daryl. He is going from the race lead a couple laps ago to basically last. So Bissonette is done for now, but still a long ways to go in this one as we're coming up on a lap car. Yep. Again, that's Nathan Finnegan. Let's see what Finnegan elects to do.
Nathan Finnegan is just going to stay middle here. He's going to desperately try to stay somewhere close up to the front of this pack. He's going to have some help. The 30 of Ryan Patty is going to give him a bump. This is great news for Nathan Finnegan as nobody else is a lap down. So even if a caution were to come out right now, Nathan Finnegan would get the lucky dog, but he would prefer just to lap him past the field naturally right here.
Guys get a little loose there coming off the corner. We're definitely noticing some tire wear here, Daryl. So, this might be a super speedway type of race, but it's not the same. At Daytona, you can essentially run 100 laps on the tires, and you're probably going to be okay. But tonight, that's not going to be the case.
Weather looking good in sim. But as a quick little update for the folks at home, the real life race, man, it kind of looks like there could be some rain coming. They just showed the sky. Might have to get meteorologist Jesse Becker in here for confirmation on what's going on with the real race. We might have some rain coming.
Absolutely. I think you're right, Daryl. Maybe we can ping Jesse and get him to get in here and give us an update. But it's looking pretty dark in the Cup Series. But not right here, though, Daryl. Bentley Glazer, that's Nikki Glazer's husband. That is a confirmed fact, folks. In that 36 Mountain Dew machine, running in the 8th spot. Good run so far. But, Daryl, we didn't go over the rules earlier. So take a look on your screen. We're right here at Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta, 1.5 miles. It is partly cloudy, 92 degrees on the track, 83 degrees in the air. Got a bit of wind. 5 tire sets available. No fast repairs. 60% fuel. And in the booth, Blake Hutchinson and Daryl Young Jr.
I tell you what, Blake, they're showing the radar, and yeah, it's almost there. They actually are already under yellow. I'm not sure why, if it's already raining, but
they're scared.
This race is not official. The real life race will not be official if it's rained out tonight, as they have not reached the halfway point. But anyway, back to the real race. Kyle Diaz up front, looking good. Paint scheme contender of the night. He's showing it off. Looking good, that NASCAR machine.
Yeah, I mean, he's a car to beat right now. Still a long ways to go, but we're on lap number 25 out of 40 for stage number 1. But Darrell, back to the WNBA scores right now. The Sky are playing the Wings, and your Sky are actually winning 70-63 in the third quarter.
Yeah, I love the Chicago Sky. They're my favorite WNBA team because who cares about the Indiana Fever, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, they got some dude named Caitlin Clark on the team, I think.
Yeah, who knows?
Let's drop back in the field a bit. We see Jake Christenberry in the 33 machine sitting in the 10th spot, trying to get this top lane rolling. And you see Ryan Patty there, Darrell. He was running top 5 not too long ago.
Yeah, Ryan Patty, actually from Boston, Massachusetts, running 13th, looking good. Up there, running that top lane.
Darrell, I've gotten like 400 DMs from our fans at home, and they're sick of the race right now. They want to know the big news of what's going on in the cricket world. Well, let's let them know here, Darrell. So earlier today, can you believe this? This is astonishing to me. Hungary takes down Turkey by 20 runs in cricket. Wow, what a game. And wow, Darrell, your favorite team, Gibraltar, takes out Serbia as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, Gibraltar, you know, I love their style of cricket, Darrell. But also Denmark takes out Norway. And then the final match of the day, Belgium falls to Romania.
Oh, we got a wreck, Blake. The 33 machine. Nasty wreck. Multiple cars in the wall.
Wow.
We'll have to dissect this one. But wow.
Christenberry is jumping, Darrell. Let's see this. What happened? Oh, 28 just washes up the whole track, and then he gets a bump from the 4, and no. He takes out the 88 of Camburn, of course, because why wouldn't he?
Chris Canburn has a meatball flag.
Oh, of course.
And I tell you what, while you were going through the cricket scores, Blake, notice where Kyle Diaz is. He's showing in 10th right now, but he was all the way back in 16th before that wreck. He got really loose, barely hit the apron, flew up the track, lost the lead, went all the way back to 16th.
Oh, no.
So that just shows you one little mistake could just absolutely destroy you. And Nathan Finnegan, as long as he stayed out of trouble, which I think he did, he'd be our lucky dog.
Let's see this replay here, right here, Darrell. Slow motion. This is Chris Camburn. He's just cruising on the bottom line. I mean, he did nothing wrong here. And then take a look at what happens. Whoops. Hard to the fence. He's done. Your pick to win, Darrell. And Finnegan gets his wave around here early before the stage break, so that's good news for him. But let's listen to some radio replay action.
Well, so much for my luck getting any better this week.
That's from Chris Camburn, Darrell.
Yeah, unfortunate for him.
I can confirm his luck didn't get any better. But earlier I was telling Chris, I said, now Darrell, I said, Chris, I know you saw Conor McGregor be done in 69 seconds. Don't get any ideas here tonight. And he at least made it, I don't know, 29 laps, but definitely not a good night for him.
Absolutely. Now, if someone's going to flip the stage, now would be the time to do it. We don't see any takers. Remember, that commitment is right there, right before you go into 3. And with 10 to go in the stage, I don't see anybody.
No, nobody, it looks like.
No, nobody. Everyone's staying out. And Chris Camburn didn't get on the radio. Confirmed his night is over.
Well, that's unfortunate, but Zach Lockett has taken the race lead here, Darrell. We're going to have 10 laps left to go in stage number 1. Well, it's going to be 9. So we're going to rack them up, do it again real quick. Larry McReynolds has a quick message. Go ahead, Larry.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
Hey guys, it's NASCAR driver Matt DiBenedetto, and you are watching Hutchinson Motorsports TV, America's #1 iRacing broadcast service. So be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube today. It'll be the best decision you've ever made, so you can watch us sim racers go at it on the track.
And we're back here at Atlanta Echo Park Speedway. Your front row, it's going to be Zach Lockett, that 93 machine, going to be your race leader. He elects to take the top line. You got the 48 of McNeil going to start on the bottom side.
Now, I will say it should not be an issue at 90-degree track temps, but it is preferred to start in first gear. And when you start in first gear, there is always a big chance at tire spin. So let's hope we have a good restart here. It'll be interesting to see.
Look at this view here as they drive by. Darryl, the pace truck's going to head in, and the field's going to get ready to roll. Lap number 32 is about to get underway. On your feet, off your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag back in the air right here at Echo Park Speedway.
And the only person that made it good off that top lane is your leader. Of course, he got to choose when to go, and that's why. Zach Lockett just dominating. There is no top lane, Blake. Everybody's falling back and making their way to the bottom.
Absolutely. Looks like just a couple cars left up top here, and a couple of them are going to try to get up there now, Darryl, and here comes a 54. He's been one of the most aggressive ones on the night, Jacob Malone.
That was almost a wreck right there. The 32 almost got turned. Your driver, your pick to win, Cody Eldred. Man, he is getting just pummeled by Justin Bissett. Justin's just trying to shove him up there, and he's about wrecked.
Top lane's got some help now, Darryl. We got an even matchup. Let's see if we can get this top line rolling, and your race leader actually going to defend that top line of Zach Lockett.
Yeah, even though they had a little bit of momentum, I just don't think it was a great idea for Zach Lockett to go up there. I would have stayed bottom, but I'm always I tend to be wrong a lot, so we'll see how it works out for him.
We'll see. We're on board with Zach Lockett, but you see that bottom line, McNeil leading the pack. He's going to take over the race lead for now as Lockett tries to get this top line rolling down the backstretch. They're going to get a run.
Yeah, the top lane always gets a run coming out of the corner. The bottom lane does really good in the corner. But, man, the top lane did good there. Zach Lockett, he's going to get clear, I think, of John McNeil here before this next corner. No, maybe not.
Oh, look out. Guys into the wall. We're still clean and green, and we see the 54 up top taking people 3 wide. Darryl, he is not scared, but Cody Eldred stuck in the middle right now in 8th.
Lockett is clear. Does he go low? He does not. He stays middle here. We got some 3 wide action, the 98, the 32, the 54. You're going to see the 54 looks like taking 3 wide all night in that CW car.
I think so.
Fun.
Fun indeed, and 54 trying to get some runs up there, but just has no help, so he's kind of stuck where he's at. But right now out front, you still got a battle for the race lead. It's John McNeil on the bottom, Zach Lockett on the top.
Yeah, I'm going to predict right now they do not make it to the end of the stage under green. Man, they are battling. We got 4 laps to go to the end of the stage. I believe it's the end of 40, is that right?
Absolutely. End of lap 40 is going to be the stage break, so we still got a few laps left to go here. In the number 19 machine, weather-wise on the car, Adam Ball. That's actually an app Jesse Becker knows a lot about. Big weather guy, Jesse Becker is.
The 4 trying to take it. Oh, the 30 machine. They save it. The 30 got a little bit of help. Ryan Patty from Nathan Finnegan. But they saved it. Great job on them. And, man, you could now put a blanket over the top 12.
Oh, my.
12 cars now, right here. Yeah, absolutely.
The whole front pack
to the end.
3 wide. The 54 doesn't have to worry about going solo for now, but, boy, it's just a recipe that might not end well for these drivers. We know they want stage points, Darryl, but you don't want to ruin your night. Still a long way to go.
I will promise it's embarrassing if they do the stage under green. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Right now we see that 4 machine leading that very top line. That's Jacob Smith getting a push from the 54. And oh, he's junk. He got a push from the 54, Daryl, but one that he didn't want. So caution is out. The Forrest Smith is junk. Let's take a look at what happened. Here it is, Daryl. What do you see?
Yeah, he got a bump in the corner, coming out of the corner. That's not where you want to bump. You do not want to bump draft coming out of the corner, especially with these old tires. They've been on these tires for, now 30-something laps. I mean, even without all the caution laps, I mean, they've been on these tires for 30 laps. That is just, and when you're on the top lane especially, getting a bump like that coming out of the corner, recipe for disaster. And unfortunate there for Matt Everett. Also looks like got the worst of it. He's got a default. His night might be over.
Yeah, the 28 gets into the 5 there, but not much damage for the 28, able to keep it off the walls. So good news for Patrick Colby, but bad news is he loses some track position. But that brings out the caution, Daryl, and that's going to be the end of stage number 1. So John McNeil, your stage 1 winner in that number 48 machine, as everybody is heading down pit road. So we're going to take a quick break, folks. You're going to see this HMS TV side-by-side camera. We'll be right back. We are back here at Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta, Georgia. After the pit stops, McNeil holds on to the race lead, so he's back on point. Everybody taking 4 tires, and Fuel Zach Lockett going to start right there underneath him, Daryl.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nikki's husband Bentley in that Mountain Dew machine looking to start in P3. Good to see him up here. Pace truck is leading the field out of 4. The truck is going to dive off the track. John McNeil and Zach Lockett is going to lead the field to the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air.
As they pass Bernie the flag man, he's waving the green flag. He's off his phone, Daryl. We're clean and green heading into turn number 1 right here on lap 43. Big run from Bentley Glazer. Daryl in that second spot. Let's see if the 36 can make something happen. And oh no, off to the bottom goes your race leader.
Man, I don't know if that was by design or not. It looks like it was, Blake. I think that was on purpose.
Wow, not sure what happened there, but Daryl, let's go back here while we're still clean and green. So when that caution came out earlier, we had this message from Jacob Smith. Here it is.
Well, that's not really how you put it, is it?
And he was talking to Jacob Malone. Jacob had this in response.
That's on me.
That's on me. So there you have it, Daryl.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to see it be a little more calm now. Now, do we have another stage, or was that it? Like,
Yes, we have a stage at the end of lap 80. So in another 35 laps, we're going to rack them up and do it again. You got a slow car there on the bottom. That's the 54 machine of Malone after getting junked on that last wreck.
yeah, absolutely. He is going to go a lap down.
Daryl, after we go to the restart, real quick, John McNeil, he was our race leader. He said this.
Pulling to the bottom.
Pulling to the bottom. So by design, Daryl, he drops to the back, and now I don't know what he's doing. So it's unfortunate for John McNeil. Down pit road he goes.
Yeah, that is odd. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Didn't have a black. I confirmed that. No black flag for John McNeil. So unfortunately, he wins stage 1, Daryl, and looks like he had something else come up. So he's going to pull down pit road, and his night is essentially over for now, at least.
He just keyed up, Blake, and said that he has to head out. So that's why he pulled over. Something came up, and John McNeil had to pull off the track.
Well, Bentley Glazer's your race leader, but like Daryl said, this is what he said, folks, courtesy of a radio replay. This is from John McNeil, our stage 1 winner. Go ahead, John.
Y'all have a good night. I got to head out.
There you have it. So he's done, Daryl, but Bentley Glazer's not done. He is out front leading this race. Nikki Glazer is pumped up right now. She's screaming.
Yeah, absolutely. She is very, very happy with her husband, Bentley. And man, I tell you what did Bentley do to land a wife like Nikki Glazer?
I don't know. He's a lucky man, Daryl. We all wish we could be him, but hey.
Yeah, your favorite comic too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just incredible.
Well, no, Daryl. Now, me and you are both more of what's her name, Amy Schumer fans, right?
I actually like Lisa Lampanelli. She's my favorite female comic.
Oh wow. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who that is.
What? All right, we'll talk about that later.
Well, we're still clean and green. Bentley Glazer out front. You got Zach Lockett second, Adam Ball third. Then we got Eldred and Bissonette rounding out your top 5. But pretty good racing here so far early on in Atlanta. We got a handful of guys already out of this race for various reasons. So we're down to 17 cars out on the track right now. Cam Shaft, Chris in the chat. He's a member too, by the way, Daryl, but go ahead.
No, Blake, I was just going to say, Jesse Becker just joined us in the booth, and
Yes.
he does have a weather update. I know, I do know this without talking to Jesse, that the race is under red flag and that they have not made it halfway, which means it's not official. But Jesse, what is going on with the weather? Are they going to be able to get back on the track tonight? And if they have to postpone it till tomorrow, what's the weather looking like tomorrow?
Well, I can tell you this. It's raining pretty good out there right now. There's a good chance they're not going to be able to get this thing back going, from what I can see, because the rain might stop for a little bit, but there's more coming behind it. And as far as the weather tomorrow goes, I'm not quite sure right now, but I can get that for you here in just a moment.
Okay, well, Jesse, while you do that, I want to show something to you. I know you'll appreciate this paint scheme from Adam Ball. I was telling Daryl, you know a lot about this app, but Adam Ball right now in the second position on track. Take a look as we take down the GC Spider drone cam, and look at this thing, Jesse.
That's very cool. Allison enjoys the radar there.
Oh yeah,
I like it.
I could have swore it said weather-wise earlier, but I guess not. So hey, nonetheless, it's still a cool app. Or cool.
Weather-wise, weather pulse, same thing.
There you go. We got Ball Lightning as a name. So very good paint scheme for Adam Ball. But yeah, Jesse's a big wannabe meteorologist.
I was a major in college for atmospheric science for all of about 3 days, so I know what I'm talking about.
So he's an expert, Daryl.
And I stayed at what you call it last night?
Holiday Inn Express?
I'm pretty much an expert as well. Yeah.
Well, we're still clean and green here. We got 3 wide battle back here a bit. Bentley Glazer's already fallen back here, Daryl, to about the 7th position.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say real quick, though, you asked about tomorrow's weather. Atlanta is part of pretty much the entire southeast tomorrow. That they do. There is a risk of thunderstorms. I think it's going to be mostly scattered, hit or miss stuff, but we'll see.
So, Jesse, what do you think the percentage is we get this race in tonight with NASCAR?
I mean, here's my opinion, right? The track has damn lights. Just let them race till 2 in the morning. Who cares?
Let's do it. I agree.
But knowing NASCAR and that effect that's on TNT, that they've got to run the 51st show in some random movie, so they can't do that.
Oh, yeah, you definitely can't miss, that 2005 thriller that they're going to show at 11 p.m., Jesse.
Absolutely not. Or I don't even know what else is on TNT, but I'm going to let you guys get back to it as I'm not only being a expert meteorologist, professional weatherman, I'm also being a dad, so I'm going to leave you all to it.
But real quick, Jesse, before you head out, how can our viewers, if they're interested in radio replay, what can they do?
Well, I don't know if you've been able to show it at all, but I do have a QR code available, and if not, if you just want to type something in your browser like it's the 2010s, you can just go to patreon.com/radio replay.
All right, well, we'll type that out in the chat for you. But all right, Jesse, we appreciate the weather update, and you get any other weather updates, be sure to text them over to Daryl.
I don't think Daryl cares, but it's about to absolutely pour at my house in real life. So there's a weather update.
He doesn't, Jesse.
No. Well, love you, Daryl. Bye.
If you're under a tornado warning, I would care, but if it's pouring rain at your house, you can do it.
I mean, to be fair, Daryl, like a month ago, your area was like in a severe tornado danger area, and I was tagging you, hoping you were asking if you were okay, and you never told me anything. So
yeah,
I was very scared for you.
Get him out of here, please. That's a lie.
Unbelievable. I love you.
Love you too. Well, Jesse Becker.
Well, Jesse joining us.
Helpful as always.
Absolutely. Well, right now, Ryan Patty, we've seen this guy. He's worked through the field a time or two, and he's fallen back a time or two. He's been a little bit all over the track here so far.
Yeah, we have seen some lead changes here while we were talking to Jesse. Man, we saw Ryan Patty in the lead, like you just said. Now we see Patrick Colby in the lead. And, ooh, that was almost catastrophic. It is going to be catastrophic for the 33. Jake Christenberry got a little bit loose, and he's going to fall back.
Daryl, look who's up into the top 5 now.
Nathan Finnegan, my pick to win in that 6 machine. I tell you what, from Coventry, Rhode Island, man, I'm telling you, suffered a little bit of issues at the beginning of this race. Connection issues, went a lap down. Doesn't matter. He's back.
Yeah, I mean, heck, they should have put him 3 laps down. It wouldn't have mattered, Daryl. He probably would have came back here, and he'd win this thing potentially. So we'll keep an eye on him for sure, but we're only on lap number 61 out of 160, and you know what's coming up here in a handful of laps, Daryl.
It's going to be lap 6, 7, and we're going to forget about it too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's not a chance we're remembering that here in about 5 laps. But, hey, for now, looks like Ryan Patty is your race leader. You got Patrick Colby, Zach Lockett, Nathan Finnegan, and Justin Bissonette rounding out your top 5 for now.
Man, I tell you what, Ryan Patty's doing a really good job. I mean, Zach Lockett has not touched his back bumper at all, and Ryan Patty has still found a way to just stay up front on the bottom, but he is going to go up top now. and then arc it back low. It looks like, well, maybe not. He's going to stay up top. Control both lanes here, Blake.
Absolutely. Battles are good up front. Ryan Patty, he's blocking them both. You got Colby up top, lock it down low, and we are still clean and green. Kyle Diaz up to the 8th position as we pull up your HMS TV. Our Chargers, Diaz up 14.
They are calling out the 54, trying to figure out where he's going to go. It's the 28 machine. Patrick Colby's going to go to the back. He's by himself in the 3rd lane. They're coming up on lap traffic of the 54 machine, Jacob Malone. And he said, hey, guys, well, where would you prefer me? And they're like, how about the apron? So there he is, on the apron, Patrick Colby.
Well, I would have preferred him to be right in the middle of the track, Daryl, but hey, he goes to the apron, does the right thing.
Excuse me, Jacob Malone. Jacob Malone. I said Patrick Colby for some reason. Jacob Malone's actually going to go 2 laps down.
It's unfortunate. There's Ryan Patty. He's still your race leader. He's got his good buddy, Nate Finnegan, going to give him a bump there on that high line. These guys sticking up with the top, Daryl.
Yeah, they are. I find it interesting as you do use more tire up there, but they're making it work as we still have 15 laps to go. Eventually, you are going to see somebody from that top lane just shoot down to the bottom before the corner, but not quite yet.
Yeah, well, in the chat, Cinch McCoy says he's got to run an NIS race right now, Daryl, so he's leaving. But his pick to win is going to be the 19. Calls him Lightning Ball. That's Adam Ball.
Yep, absolutely. NIS starts in 7 minutes. It's the last one of the iRacing week. And I tell you what, I'm still looking at this weather for Atlanta. I don't think they're going back racing likely.
Daryl, as they cross the line, take a look, ladies and gentlemen. Lap number 6-7. Perfect time.
Well, shout out to you for catching it. I forgot already.
I've been waiting for it all night, Daryl. But hey, Ryan Patty is your race leader coming up on some lap traffic. Who is that they're coming up on, Daryl?
Yeah, that'll be Hanover Fist, and this is not what Jacob Malone wants to see. If they catch Hanover Fist here, he will be 1 lap down, and then he would be in position to get a lucky dog, and not Jacob Malone. So, unfortunately for Jacob Malone, Hanover Fist is going to be a lap down, and is going to be in that lucky dog position.
Hanover Fist, what's he going to do, Daryl? You know, if he's just going down 1 lap, he does not have to go down to the apron, and I don't blame him.
No.
So he's going to stay down on the bottom. If you go down to the...
There it is.
Oh, no.
Oh, the 26 machine
dead.
Just annihilated the outside wall. Kyle Diaz.
Well, big check up there from the lap car. And again, I don't blame him. I mean, if you're the lap car, you have the right to hold your line. Just a big checkup brings out a caution. Let's try to dissect what happened here, Daryl. Oh, never mind. Had nothing to do with the lap car. The 19 just flat out jumped the 26 of Diaz.
No, it absolutely had nothing to do with the lap car. And I tell you what, as hard as Kyle Diaz hit the outside wall, Charles Woods is the one with the meatball, the 98 car. Kyle Diaz does not have a meatball flag, shockingly.
Man, that's a hard hit, Daryl.
It is.
Now let's look at the 19. I mean, this might have been intentional, Daryl. I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's hop on board here. Here's the 19. See him? He turns right. Oh, yeah. He comes up a whole lane and just hooks him, says, you know what? You're not going to pass me. The 7th position is mine.
Yeah, absolutely. From Clovis, New Mexico.
Oh, and the 98 almost gets through, and he says, you're not getting by either.
The 98 is the one who actually got the meatball flag. The one that tried to get through Charles Woods. Unfortunate for him.
Look at this. So 1 victim down. He finishes the job. Then he gets turned, and he sees this guy about to pass him. He says, nope. Wham!
Yeah.
Adam Ball.
Exactly what happened.
Lightning Ball, Wrecking Ball, Adam Ball, whatever you want to call him. His car is junk, and a handful of others are too, Daryl. A lot of guys down pit road, but a lot of leaders are not.
Yeah, absolutely. A ton people are getting service from being involved in that wreck, and also quite possibly flipping the stage, as this will be the last stage, or the last caution for end of stage before we get to the rest of this race.
Yeah, I think the people that stayed out, Daryl, they're probably going to regret it. They were probably expecting more than 5 or so cars to stay out. So Ryan Patty, I mean, he's going to try to win the stage. Hopefully he'll be able to do so, but having old tires with 10 laps left to go, I'm not sure he's going to be able to do it, but we're going to find out. Let's take a short break. We're going HMS TV side by side. You're watching the Icon Cup Series, and Hunter Haskell in the chat. Appreciate you tuning in, Hunter. We'll be right back. And we're back here at Atlanta. Ryan Patty holds on to the race lead. He's going to have his teammate and good buddy, the 6 of Finnegan, starting on his outside. But Daryl, looks like the top 5 or 6 have old tires. Everybody else has fresh ones. But the field is set. Pace trucks in, rolling to the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Black flag in the air for Adam Ball. That's for causing the caution that we just saw. So Ryan Patty kind of hung out to dry on the bottom line. You're going to see your pick to win. Nathan Finnegan get a run here on the outside.
Yeah, he absolutely is going to get a run, and he is clear. Now, whether he decides to stay up there or go low, that's the question. He is going to go low. Smart move by Nathan Finnegan.
8 laps left to go here in stage number 2. You're watching the Icon Cup Series, sponsored by TZO Designs.
Ryan Patty going to make a move around Nathan Finnegan. He got a great run coming out of turn 2.
Oh,
the side draft, they actually bumped a little bit, and now Nathan Finnegan's not going to have any help.
Boy, Nathan Finnegan, he tried to turn to 30. He says, you want to pass me, Ryan? Well, I'm going to take you out. He almost got him.
Oh, they're wrecking in the back. The 54 went around. That is Jacob Malone. Wow, he was in position to be lucky dog as well.
Big check up there, 33, and oh, man.
Oh, man.
Let's try to see this one more time and try to dissect what happens. So, look, big check up there from the 4. So, the 54 comes down, rightfully so. And then he's briefly 3 wide with the 69. I mean, Daryl, I think he could have just gotten a line there with the 69, but he did not. And then the 69 comes up, doors him a little bit, and there you have it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just ultra aggressive by somebody who's 2 laps down. I mean, I tell you what, if I'm 2 laps down, I'm just chilling. Like, they're coming up to the end of the stage. You know it's going to be rowdy. You're going to get your lap back. I mean, I just don't understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Again, if you're racing for the lead or something, that's one thing. But again, let's show this one more time for our fans. 2 laps down, Jacob Malone, there's a big checkup. I mean, he could easily just go in a line there under the 69. No, he just wants to stay on the quarter panel. But, I mean, then is the contact his fault here? Probably not, but I don't know. He does tap the 69's quarter panel, brings him up the track, and there you have it. Then he gets clipped by the 28, 33 involved as well.
Yeah, I feel like there's just a little unnecessary. We've seen him just be ultra aggressive this entire race. And it's one thing to be ultra aggressive and clean when you're on the lead lap, but when you're 2 laps down and causing a wreck in the back, it's just unfortunate as we're looking at someone who's actually from Boston, Blake.
Absolutely, Ryan Patty. And this is not going to be the stage end here, Daryl. So we're going to throw the green flag in a couple laps, and we're going to have a couple lap dash to the end of stage number 2. So Ryan Patty, he's staying out. He wants those stage points out of Boston, Massachusetts. And Larry McReynolds wants to let you know something. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
And we are back here at Echo Park Speedway. Your front row on this restart's going to be Ryan Patty taking the outside line, then Justin Bissonette here on the bottom. We're going to have a 3-lap dash to the stage end. So we're going to have another yellow here coming up. Hopefully these guys don't junk it because we're starting to run out of race cars.
Yeah, absolutely. Just going to have a 3-lap dash to the end of the stage, as you just pointed out. And Ryan Patty is going to lead the field on the outside with Justin Bissonette on the inside. Pace truck is off and fans are on their feet, out of their seats. Green flag in the air.
Waving that green flag, ripping around, getting a little dark here at Atlanta with 3 laps left to go in stage number 2. Ryan Patty still out front. Finnegan right there on the outside line behind him.
Here comes Justin Bissonette. Does he take it to the outside? He is not. He's going to stay right behind Ryan Patty.
It's going to be Patty, Bissonette, Lockett, Finnegan, and Eldridge. Your top 5 here is going to be 2 laps left to go in stage number 2 here. And to the inside goes Bissonette for the race lead.
Nathan Finnegan going to have a full head of steam coming out of 2. He's going to maybe get a bump here from your pick to win, Cody Elfrid.
Top line
They're
looks
side
well
by
connected here. This is going to get interesting for sure. It's going to be 1 lap left to go here in stage number 2.
A little bit of checkup on the bottom. That's going to help Ryan Patty, but the inside has the advantage in the corner. So here comes Justin Bissonette back up to the front.
Down the
Nathan
back
Finnegan's-
stretch. For the final
Go ahead.
time, stage number 2, it's going to be Patty up top, Bissonette on the bottom, and we're clean and green. They're going to drag race. Look out, Bissonette washes up the track.
This is going to help out Ryan Patty as he's got the drafting help. And Zach Lockett does not. Ryan Patty, stage 2 winner, followed by Nathan Finnegan.
What a crazy battle there for the stage win. Man, Bissonette almost junked it in front of everybody, and fortunately he did not. So we're heading into lap 81. Going to take a quick stage break. These guys are going to head down pit road, all that good stuff. So we may as well kick back, relax, take another short break, because why not? We'll be right back.
The
You're
hydration
watching.
break.
Oh, you're right. Actually, a Lenovo match break, Daryl.
Oh, sorry.
All right, well, folks, we'll be right back. You're watching the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Be sure click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and in the chat, check out those comments. HustleFuelShop.com. If you use discount code HMS TV, you get 20% off your order. And we're back here at Atlanta. Bentley Glazer takes over the race lead on a pit strategy. He goes fuel only down pit road. He might have pit, though, about 10 laps ago. So we're going to see how this works out for him. Not sure it's going to work out too well because everybody else has 4 fresh tires. So it's going to be Glazer on the inside with Patty on the outside of row number 1. But, folks, no more stage breaks to worry about. We're in the final stage. We're over halfway done here at Echo Park. Pace truck's going to head in. Field's going to be ready to roll. We're going to drop the hammer and go green as always. Thanks again for tuning in to the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Sunday night action, Icon Cup Series, pace truck taking that hard left down pit road. Field is set into the juicy Spider restart zone. On your feet, off your seats, green flag, back in the air. Bentley Glazer with a good jump on the bottom line, getting a push from the 6 machine of Finnegan in second. Ryan Patty, after starting outside front row, has fallen back to about the 4th position. He's going to get in the line. No help on that outside line, so everybody seems to be bailing on him. My pick to win, Cody Eldred. Boy, I tell you what, he looked good early on. And ever since, he has not looked very good. He is stuck on the outside line, no help at all the way back to 9th he goes. But for now, Bentley Glazer holds on to the race lead with those slightly older tires, but the 06 of Bissonette looking outside, nothing's going to be there. Folks, cover your ears up. It's about to get loud. We're going down trackside with the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV cameraman. Listen in. Here they come, ripping it around. New Atlanta Glazer, your race leader. You got Finnegan, Bissonette, Patty, and Lockett rounding out your top 5. With these cameramen putting their lives on the line right here tonight. That guy's dead. These are beautiful shots here tonight, and look at that vertical scoreboard we got here on the world's #1 streaming service. Continuing to rip it around. What a view.
Isn't that a horizontal scoreboard?
That is right there. Oh, lateral, sorry. We also do have a horizontal scoreboard. Take a look. Here it is.
Oh, there it is.
Actually, vertical, horizontal. I don't know. Whatever. It was a horizontal,
Jesse
right?
Beck-
Yeah, horizon,
Jesse
right?
Becker's-
Horizon flat.
Jesse Becker says, holy smokes, that vertical scoreboard is a relic. Well, Jesse's laughing at me for saying horizontal, but it does go left to right, so I'm not sure what's so funny, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't know. Jesse, get out of here. You don't even know what you're doing. But hey, Bentley Glazer knows what he's doing, Daryl. He is your race leader. 71 laps left to go out in front of Finnegan. Looks like the whole field sitting single file, and we're starting to get to sunset, it's looking like outside.
Yeah, this is expected since the stages are now over. A lot of these cars are just going to be very, very content. We have a long way to go, 70 laps now as they just hit the line. So we're going to see, just a lot of single file, no point in running 2 wide or even 3 wide. So this is the way it's going to be for quite a while, Blake.
I think so as well. And these guys, we know they can make it at least 40-plus laps on fuel. So it's probably going to be a one-stop race from here on out. So you're going to see them want to head down pit road around lap, I'd say 120-ish is when that next pit window is going to be, depending on any potential cautions.
Well, there is one car that does not care about going single file, and that is the lap down car of Jacob Malone. We just saw him a little bit ago just try to floor it to the outside. Everybody's in one big pack here, so he does not need to get to the front of this pack to naturally get his lap back. He can just chill here, and if any caution comes out, he'll be a lucky dog. So hopefully he doesn't make the same mistake he did twice and get caught up in a wreck and ruin his chances of getting his lap back.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how this all plays out. Long way to go. And, Daryl, like you mentioned earlier, you're going to see these drivers take it a lot more patiently, I feel like. Try to get to the end of this thing, or at least near to it. But right now, looks like Ryan Patty was thinking about taking a look to the outside line, but he elected not to.
Yeah, Jake Christenberry did decide to take it to the outside. And I don't think Zach Lockett meant to go to the outside right there. The 30 went really low and just kind of naturally forced Zach Lockett to go to the outside. We do see some outside action. Zach Lockett.
Of
Jake
course, look who's
Christenberry.
in the outside line, Daryl. He's got to win this race.
Yeah, Jacob Malone.
He's trying to
Here
win
he
the race,
comes.
Daryl. He's going to do
Yep.
it. He'll take him 3 wide if he has to.
The leaders have 66 laps to go, but Jacob Malone, a lap down, he thinks it's the white flag, Blake.
Let's go. Jacob Malone, he's going to be looking to go 3 wide, Daryl. He wants to earn that lap back naturally. Or at least one of them. Hop on board. Daryl, Jesse Becker in the chat says, did Mitt Romney start and park here tonight?
I don't understand the joke. Yes, I do. I understand the joke now. Okay.
Yes, Jesse. Mitt Romney was actually able to make it out
Yeah.
here to
Yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yep.
He probably would have lost this race too, Daryl. Very good at losing.
Yeah, just going back to 2012.
Absolutely. Well, Bentley Glazer, he is your race leader for now, but here comes Lockett to the outside. 64 laps remain.
Well, so much for the bottom lane just chilling like I thought they would. And the entire front pack is now 2 wide.
And Jacob Malone looking for somewhere to go, Daryl. He cannot be contained. That 54 machine, couple laps down, is thinking about getting to the front. Or 1 lap down, actually, Daryl.
Yeah, I believe everybody pit under that stage, and he stayed out and naturally got his lap back. So that's why he's only 1 lap down now. But yeah, absolutely. He definitely wants to try to naturally get it back here.
Cody Eldred just got a meatball flag. Not sure if he was on pit road, the motor blew, or what happened, but he's done for the night. Daryl, he was my pick to win, but I'm a cheater, so I'm going to switch. Still clean and green. Robert Blauen getting into the wall there out of Canada. He is the lone Canadian in the field in that 84 machine, sitting in the 11th position. Hasn't been very quick here tonight. Or ever.
Well, I can confirm that Cody Eldred had a packet loss. So I believe what happened with him is his internet messed up and his car disappeared. Most likely hit the wall.
Ooh.
That's
Okay.
what caused him to get the meatball.
Oh, this is sketchy up front, Daryl. Zach Lockett is getting some bad
Ooh.
pushes from Christenberry, and I think you're about to see some junk race cars if this keeps happening.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jacob Smith took it 3 wide, putting the 54 of Malone to the outside. He's moving his way. He's pushing the 33.
Still clean and green, though. Bentley Glazer going to take back the race lead for now as the top line tries to get it back connected.
Yeah, I can confirm that Nikki had a long talk with Bentley. Said, listen, haven't been very happy with your performance. I need you to win this race.
It looks like it's working. Oh, no. We saw this
Bad.
coming. Oh,
Yep. They did a great job checking up, but that was almost a disaster for the top lane there.
yeah, I mean, Christenberry, he's been doing that the last 5 laps or so, and this came over the radio. Here's a radio replay from Zach Lockett.
Yeah, not in the middle of the corner, dude.
That was to the 33 of Christenberry, so he is able to save the car and keep rolling, but they both are going to fall back a handful of spots to about the 7th and 8th position.
Let's shout out 2 drivers that we haven't really talked about much, and that's Mike Grinnell in the 55 machine and Brock Hersey in the 24 machine. They're running together on the bottom lane, running P5 and P6 respectively, and they're doing a really good job. Haven't really talked too much about him. Mike out of Fairhaven, New York. Blake, what do you know about Fairhaven, New York?
Nothing, Daryl. I never heard of it. I never even heard of New York.
I haven't either.
Well, Brock Hersey is out of Newcomerstown, Ohio. What a unique name there, Newcomerstown, and that 24 machine. Let's take that Juicy Spider drone cam down for a quick flyby here. Look at this 24 machine.
Yeah, Newcomers Town is 85 miles east-northeast of Columbus. They've got a population of about 3,700. And it offers a lot of historic local attractions like the Yellow Butterfly Winery and Raven's Glen Winery and Restaurant. A lot of wineries in Newcomers Town.
Well, 24 almost got dumped while we're taking the drone around. I think he got it distracted from the GC Spider drone cam, but he's still good to go, Daryl, but go ahead.
I think he heard me talking about his hometown and got a little excited, but yeah, Woolly Pig Brewery. Man, that town just must be nothing but breweries and wineries, Blake.
That's all you need.
I kind of want to go.
Let's do it. Jesse Becker in the chat says, radio replay. Woo. I don't get why he's so excited about radio replay, Daryl.
Well, we don't have to bother Jesse Becker getting back here in the booth, but if he could even put in the chat any kind of updates for the real-life NASCAR race, that'd be great, Jesse Becker.
Absolutely. Jesse's going to do some research and development about the weather stuff. We got 55 laps left to go. Bentley Glazer's still out front. You got Nate Finnegan second, Justin Bisson at third. Then we have Ryan Patty and Zach Lockett rounding out your top five. And Daryl, the Claude blimp is still operating apparently. We just got it off the ground because I'm running out of credits from Claude. Here it is.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
AI powered, Daryl. You know, I thought about hiring somebody to fly it, but I realized AI's free and I'm not paying somebody. So here we are.
Yeah. Now, in the real life NASCAR race, the broadcasters there are kind of bored, have nothing to do since it's under a red flag. And I texted Dale Earnhardt Jr. Maybe he'd come in here for weather update, and he's unavailable, he said. I tried to.
Now, Larry McReynolds, I actually gave him a call earlier, Daryl, and asked him about like when people should pit, what they should do, and he just sent a text back. I haven't listened to this yet, but we're gonna listen to this all together here, folks. See what Larry Mack says about the upcoming pit stop. Here it is.
I want to come before they come, Mike, and I mean we're right there now. Where I would.
Yeah, well.
So he would come right now, is what he's saying, right?
Okay, anyway. Well, Bentley Glazer leading the field. I don't think they're quite ready for pit stops. I don't know what Larry Mack's talking about.
I don't know. He is America's crew chief, Daryl, and he won the Daytona 500 at least once with Dale Earnhardt, so he knows.
Now, we are seeing something a little interesting. It may not be that exciting for the viewers, but the 33 is okay. We're seeing the lead pack. Watch what they're doing. They're kind of now arcing the corners just to save as much tire as possible. Look at Bentley Glazer. Look at him go. Look at the field go up and then now back down. That is a safe tire. So you'll see him right here. Move up the track a little bit and then right back down. Track temp's actually falling down to 88 degrees.
Yeah, it's getting later in the night, so track temp going down. Probably tire wear going to be going down a little bit as well, but we're going to have 50 laps left to go now. So in about 10 laps or so, you're going to start seeing these guys thinking about heading down pit road as Bentley Glazer continues to lead. Let's take a quick look, Daryl, at your lap leaderboard. Bentley Glazer now 32 laps led. That's the most on the evening. Ryan Patty, 23 laps led. Zach Lockett, 22. You got McNeil, Diaz, Bissonette, Colby Eldridge, Finnegan, and Ball also on the board.
Yeah, Nikki's got to be loving this right now. Her driver not only leading the race, but most laps led. I mean, he can't blow it, possibly, right? Like, he's got to win this race.
It's over.
At this
Yeah,
point.
he's got it, Daryl. Like, may as well throw the checkered flag right now.
We're still waiting for a weather update by Jesse Becker. He's being very slow and, like a normal meteorologist, gives false information and still makes good money doing it.
Yeah, he's probably going to be making stuff up, a typical meteorologist. But nonetheless, Jake Christenberry finds himself sitting in ninth. You got the 54 machine of Malone trying to get to the front, Daryl.
Yeah. Here comes that 54 machine, a lap down. Desperately wants to get up there. I tell you what, if Jacob Malone figures out a way to get his lap back and ends up in a podium position at this race, I might just not be able to interview him, Blake. I think you're gonna have to take over. You might not be very happy with me.
Well, he's hard charging to the front, Daryl. He's up to what would be P2, but he is a lap down. But running, looking pretty good on that outside line for sure.
Man, I think if I'm the 36, I go up there and get his draft and pull him behind me if at all possible. But it wouldn't matter because he'd just probably go around Bentley anyway.
Oh yeah.
But now they are side by side. Pretty good news for Bentley. This is not for position. So I actually kind of like this for Bentley Glazer.
He's on the lead lap there. So again, I mean, Glazer doesn't really matter, I guess. There's no reason to pin him a lap down because he's going to get the wave around if there's a caution regardless. So Glazer's not too concerned about the 54 machine for sure, but we're going to see if that top line gets connected here and rolling as Glazer is now side by side as Christenberry looks to take over the race lead.
Jacob Malone is finally clear. Might see him move down here in front of Bentley Glazer. Not sure. There he goes. He's trying to bring Jake Christenberry with him. As soon as he realized Jake was not clear, Malone went back up the track to pull him, so they're working together.
Seems that way for sure. Christenberry trying to get up there, and he's going to not chop the nose. He's going to cover down here and take that bottom line. New race leader out front, Jake Christenberry. Oh, no, and the bench is your pick to win. Finnegan is junk. Oh, no. Here it is, Daryl.
That is exactly what Jacob Malone wanted to see as soon as he got his lap back.
Now, I see the 4 is apologizing here, Daryl. Does the 6 come up? Let's see this slow motion. So take a look. You see the 4 machine on the outside. Finnegan, we're going HMS TV, slow motion. The 4 kind of comes down a little bit, but keep an eye on this 6 car as he slowly inches up here any moment. Here it is.
Yeah, they kind of.
I mean, the 6 comes up a tad there, but the 4 comes down most of the track. So I'd definitely say the 4 is more at fault, but I don't think it was anything egregious. Just the 6 kind of inches up as well. But yeah, I'd say Jacob Smith is going to take the EOL on that one. But nonetheless, Daryl, the good news for these drivers, they don't have to worry about green flag stops. They're all heading down pit road. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here watching the world's #1 streaming service, HMS TV. We'll be right back. And we're back here at Atlanta. We're seeing some craziness unfold under caution. Cody Eldred elected to do a wall ride for literally no reason, but Daryl, we're bunched up, and take a look as the Ford's going to get into the wall too. These guys are acting like idiots.
Yeah, some of these drivers may not have a track overlay and didn't realize where the pack was, but nonetheless, they're all set to go now. Jake Christenberry on the bottom, going to lead this field to green with Justin Bissonette on the outside. The pace truck's going to pull off the track, and the fans are off their seat, on their feet, green flag in the air.
Into that juicy spider restart zone. Christenberry, your race leader, Bissonette in second. And Daryl, our fans might have noticed, we see Jacob Malone up to the 6th position, and he's on that high line where he loves to be.
Chaos is about ready to ensue as Jacob Malone, look at him now. He's going to have a huge run here on the outside. Does he elect to take it 3 wide? Actually, he just checked up a little bit, Blake. I think he might be a little patient. Yeah.
I was surprised, Daryl. I was expecting him to go 3 wide the first second he could, but hey, he elects to wait in line for now. Jacob Malone ripping that high line, while Jake Christenberry, still your race leader, Ryan Patty in second.
Tell you what, Justin Bissonette doing a really good job. He doesn't have a lot of drafting help right now from Jacob Malone. And by himself, he's going to go side by side with Jake Christenberry. And he's temporarily going to take over the race lead. And he's going to clear by himself. What a power move by Justin Bissonette.
Bissonette says, I don't need a draft here at Atlanta. I might just lap the field. Justin Bissonette out of Charleston, South Carolina, my birth town, is your race leader.
Now, remember what happened with Justin Bissonette in stage 1. He was leading this race. He was going up the track, down the track, doing a lot of blocking, and it hurt his tires really bad, and he ended up going all the way to the back of the pack. So we'll keep an eye on that. We also need to keep an eye on Nathan Finnegan, who has worked his way back up to P10. He did have a prolonged pit stop, fixing some damage, and looks to be just fine right now.
I'm kind of surprised he got that car fixed up so well. And speaking of that, dropping back, Jacob Malone is now the last car on the lead lap, back to 14th. So worked himself into the top 5 there briefly. Well, he falls all the way to the back of the pack, and he's going to have to go to work soon.
Yeah, he's being very conservative, which is what Jacob Malone does, and not being aggressive at all. And just running back in this pack. He knows, he knows there's still 36 laps to go at the line. Plenty of time for him to make moves.
Justin Bissonette, he is flying right now with no draft help, Daryl. I don't know if he's burning up his tires or if he's just that much quicker right now. But with going to be 36 laps left to go, Bissonette still out front, in front of Christenberry.
Is it possible that a lot of these drivers are kind of being conservative due to fuel? And that's why Justin Bissonette has such a huge gap on the pack, who's not saving fuel. I don't know. As the 93 doesn't care, Zach Lockett's going to fly by the whole field. I think a lot of these drivers are in fuel save mode, Blake.
That would make sense because these guys pit on lap 117, Daryl, so they're going to have to make it about 43 laps on fuel, which could be pushing it. So we'll keep an eye out. If this thing stays green, might get interesting. But it looks like we got a 2-car breakaway here. These guys are pulling away from the rest of the field.
Yep, this is absolutely fuel saving by the rest of the pack. The 93 and the 06, they do not care. They're just going to take off from everybody. They're just going to assume, Blake, that there's going to be a caution by the end of this race. They're going to take off. Oh, man, this is really exciting. They're already out to almost a 2-second lead on the pack.
I love it, Daryl. You know what? When people are fuel saving, I kind of get annoyed, and I'd rather, try something different. Floor it. Send it to the floor. If you run out of fuel, so be it. But they do not want to ride around here half throttle.
No, I just mentioned they had a 2-second lead. It's now 2.5 seconds. Those top 2 are pulling away. Jake Christenberry. Can we go on board with Jake Christenberry? He's leading this pack. I'd like to kind of get an idea of what his RPMs are like.
Yeah, let's take a look. Oh, yeah, he's putting around here, Daryl. I mean, he is in the way. He's a rolling chicane right now. Looks like he's an Alex Club car in an ARCA race in NASCAR.
Yeah, absolutely. And some of these drivers are now kind of getting the picture of what's going on, and they're also not going to fuel safe. The 55 is one of them, Mike Grinnell, but it's going to be too little too late. He is not going to be able to catch up with Zach Lockett and Justin Bissonnette, as now they are still out to about a 2-second lead.
Christenberry getting to only about 8,100 RPM at the end of the backstretch. So let's keep an eye on these RPMs right now. You're looking on board in the HMS TV telemetry cam, and yeah, he's keeping that right under 8,100 RPM. Now let's see what our race leaders are doing out front here, Daryl. Here they are. Here's Zach Lockett.
This is interesting. So now the entire field cannot save because they had to go track down the front two. There's Justin Bissonnette. So now Zach Lockett's up there by himself. So fuel savings now out the window. Look at Jacob Malone flying on the outside, Blake. He's in P5. Man, this is incredible.
Yeah, hard to tell who's saving what, but we know there's definitely some fuel saving going on. Lockett and Bissonnette, they were well out front. Well, they screwed that up, Daryl. They burnt their fuel and got nothing for it, except some track position, but still a long ways to go. 31 laps remain.
I think the rest of the field just pretty much figured out that they can't let those two just pull away. So,
well, Jacob Malone, though, has worked himself into fifth, Daryl. He's the most aggressive driver on the track. Might be one of the dirtiest, too, but he's sitting in fifth.
I respect it. You know,
it
makes it great for us. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. You know, a lot of these guys are perfectly content riding around single file for 158 laps. Well, Jacob Malone, he says, you know what, if you're in my way, I'm going around you. This is a race.
Jacob Smith is trying to power move on the outside, and he's not going to have any help. I figured Jacob Malone would have went up there and helped him, but he's staying on the bottom. So maybe a lot of these guys are now back into fuel save mode. I'm not sure what's going on.
Definitely in the back of their mind for sure, but let's jump out front as Zach Lockett still leads this race. You got a lap car coming up here, Daryl. Let's take a look at what the 32 does of Cody Eldred after he did some wall riding under caution earlier.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of these drivers really know what to do. They're not sure whether just to push it or whether to save. Bentley Glazer not saving. Huge checkup on the bottom. That's going to cause the top lane to fly. Bentley Glazer up to the P4 position.
Interesting to see this. Jacob Smith, Daryl, in that 4 machine. Looks like he's got some damage on that right front. Let's take the Juicy Spider drone cam down and get a closer look. But I'm not sure if the arrow is going to be exactly right on this 4 machine. What do you think?
Yeah, a little bit of damage. I'm not quite sure, or don't quite think that's going to hurt him too bad at a track like this. But we'll see. As Bentley Glazer, as we see right here on that drone cam, all by himself, but he's still making moves. Look at him go.
He just leaves him.
He's up to P2. Yeah, absolutely.
Here comes a 54. Yeah, Daryl, you're seeing fuel saving.
Here we go.
100%.
Yep. Bentley Glazer does not care. Jacob Malone does not care.
Well, this is going to be interesting, Daryl. Do these guys have enough in the tank or do they not? Some may or may not care either, but Bentley Glazer, he's feeling good, and they're going to use this lap car of Eldred as a little pick to save some fuel.
Yeah, absolutely. Bentley Glazer definitely is going to use that car for a little bit of draft, a little bit of fuel saving. Ryan Patty, P2. Jacob Malone, P3.
Good racing here so far. 25 laps remain, 160 laps on tap here with the Icon Cup Series at Echo Park Speedway. Single file through the whole field now, Daryl. I think everybody has gone to at least fuel thought mode. Not fully saving, but they're not burning it either.
Yeah, I mean, they're at the mercy of the leaders. And at this point, the lap car is considered the leader as far as pace goes. So whatever the pace is, at the front of the pack. That's what everybody else has to do. So, I mean, I think this is forcing everybody to not be able to save. And we're we're 23 laps to go now, 22 to go when they come back around. Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting.
I'm looking at some miles per hour numbers here, Daryl, and right now your leaders are going about 180. So I'm pretty sure you can go faster than that at Atlanta. So we may be still seeing a little bit of fuel saving, but nonetheless, 22 laps left to go here tonight. Let's drop
From
back.
what I'm seeing,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, from what I'm seeing, they are not saving. Bentley Glazer, at least, is not saving. He's running about 30.3s, 30.4s. And I went back to just a random lap, like lap 20 of the race, and he was running 30.3s and 30.4s. So here comes Jacob Malone on the outside. But I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead, Blake.
Oh, no, I was just going to say it's definitely got some guys deciding what they want to do. Jacob Malone was about 0.3 of a second faster than everybody that last lap. And now he's got a big push, and he is now your race leader with that lap car, the 32 underneath him.
Absolutely. The aggressive one, Jacob Malone. Man, it's going to be egg in our face if this keeps up, Blake. Jacob Malone out to the lead.
See if Kristen Berry can give him a good push, or if he maybe does a not so good push like he did earlier with the 4 machine.
He must want to help Kristen Berry. We saw these two work well together earlier. Because if they weren't working together, Jacob Malone, if I was him, I would just go down in front of Cody Eldred right now and have that lap car as a pick. But yeah, absolutely, they're working together.
Cody Eldred, he stayed out front as long as he could, but now he officially falls a lap down. But the good news is he would get a lucky dog if a caution flies, but the entire field is single file right now. Jacob Malone, your race leader. Appreciate everybody tuning in here. Got Connor Gerard in the chat, Jesse Becker, of course, many others too. If you tuned in for the first time tonight, be sure to click that like button for us, subscribe to the channel, and if you're on your phone, you can actually send a gift for free on YouTube. I believe you're gifted 1,000 jewels to use. All you do is you click that gift button on your phone, and then you send something up just like this. There's a star.
Well, I have bad news, Blake. I have already used all my jewels. My balance is at 0, but that's not going to stop me from gifting a membership.
Who wins it, Daryl?
Somebody.
It is Bashy Lizard, I guess.
Bashy Lizard.
Bashy Lizard. You have just had your life changed thanks to Daryl Young Jr. You now have the golden handcuffs. You're an HMS TV member. And folks, if you want to become an HMS TV member, you click that join button underneath the video there. And it's only starting at $3.99 a month. There's some other tiers that you can do as well, but the base tier, $3.99 a month.
Well, Blake, we just had an amazing move on the track. Cody Eldred just single-handedly flew by Jacob Malone and Drake Kirstenberry so he could naturally get 1 lap back out of 7 that he's down.
All right, well, he's on the move now. Daryl just needs to unlap himself a handful more times, and he might have a shot at it.
Absolutely.
Probably a good move, though, from the 54 of Malone. I think that's a strategy call. You let him by, you get to bum off that draft a little bit. $14 to go, Daryl.
4 laps to go. Who can make it? Who cannot make it? This is going to be interesting.
These guys going the longest they have all night if this thing stays green on fuel. They have to go 44 laps. So we got one up top here, Daryl, trying to make a move up front.
Well, if they can go 44 laps and there's 13 to go at the line and they've been out, yeah, for 29 laps, that's right there, 44. So, man, it's going to be close.
That's Hanover Fist up top, Daryl. He's got no help, but he's going to the front. He's up to the 4th position. This is the best he's ran anywhere all season long. Hanover Fist going to the front.
Hey, if he's got enough fuel to get it done, look, now that everybody's going to the outside. Nathan Finnegan's going to the outside. Zach Lockett's going to the outside. I think fuel safety going to Blake.
Oh my, out of nowhere, Hanover Fist goes from the back of the pack into the race lead. The 69 machine out of Albert Lee, Minnesota, your race leader.
These are all drivers that were just kind of chilling in the back of this pack. Excuse me. And they saved this entire run. And now it's quite possible they've done the math and they have plenty of gas to make it the rest of the way. We'll see. Hanover Fist from Minnesota to the point.
Boy, it would be incredible to see Hanover Fist pull this win off here tonight. Out front, you just saw him pass the whole field by himself. The 32 behind him is a lap down. Zach Lockett, though, into the 2nd position with Jacob Malone 3rd.
Not really sure what's going on with the top lane with that 30 of Ryan Patty and the 6 of Nathan Finnegan. They're not really connected, and they don't even look like they're really they look like they're fuel saving from the top lane. Nathan Finnegan's going to go back down to the low lane. Not good for Ryan Patty.
Well, I know Hanover Fist better hope they're not fuel saving because he's going to have to keep it floored here for the next 10 laps. And if everybody's fuel saving, he's probably toast. But hey, we're only going to find out by the time this thing ends. Good news for Hanover here. He gets to use that 32 car, again, who is multiple laps down, kind of give him a little bit of a buffer into the 2nd position of Lockett.
Bentley Glazer going to go to the outside in that nice, beautiful green Mountain Dew machine. But the top lane just doesn't really have a lot of help right now. They don't really seem to be going anywhere. Their tires are pretty old, though, and as I said before, the top lane is a lot more difficult when your tires are wore out. So,
yeah, and I think it's also changed things, Daryl. You know, we did have everybody fuel saving, and now our race leader, he's pedaled to the floor here. So no more fuel saving. You can't just go up top and pass the field like you could have 5 laps ago.
Chris Mackey in the chat says, "Come on, Lockett."
Pulling for Lockett. Well, you know what, Daryl? We're supposed to be unbiased in the chat. Well, bad news for viewers at home. We're not. I'm pulling for Hanover Fist to win this race.
Well, that might have been bad timing for you to say that.
Take him
Zach
out.
Lockett is
Take him
going
out, Hanover.
to the point with Jacob Malone right behind him.
He's toast, Daryl. We're on board with Hanover Fist, so he's going to put a battle up. You see Zach Lockett out front. Is he going to stick up top with the 54 of Malone? Nope, he's going to cover down. New race leader, and Hanover Fist just dumps Malone!
Oh, no.
Oh, man, that looked almost intentional. He might have been listening, Daryl.
Bentley Glazer involved with the meatball. His night is going to be
Here
over.
it is,
if they
Daryl.
don't have a
Oh, my
back
gosh,
man.
that's bad.
Yeah.
That is bad.
Oh.
Oh, no, he did him dirty. Man, oh, man. Let's see this slow motion. I don't think we really need to, but we're going to. So there's Jacob Malone up top. Hanover Fist says, you know what? I think I'm clear. Nope, not even close. And we'll play it from there. And who's involved there? The 36 involved. And I think that's it. 69, 54, and 36 involved in that incident. So caution is out.
Wow.
That changes everything, Daryl. These guys are probably all going to want to pit, get them some tires, and top off.
It would be silly if you did not pit. And Jacob Smith is not going to pit. This is just going to be, I think, catastrophic for him, Blake. I don't see.
Yeah, this is not good. He wants
good
the
at
track
all.
position, and he thinks, oh, I can make it on fuel. I'm good. Well, Daryl, bad news. His tires are going to be over 30 laps old. I mean, he's going to be a sitting duck out there.
Oh,
Then again, though, he could have burned all his tire sets. We only have 5 tire changes, though, Daryl, and maybe he used them all. He has pit 5 times, so if he's got tires every time, he's out. But I doubt it. I doubt he's used all 5 tires. But, hey, I could be wrong. We're going to find out. But Zach Lockett down pit road. Connor Gerard says, I saw that coming. We agree, Connor. But, hey, let's take just a short break, probably our last break of the evening, Daryl. We're going to have potentially a green-white checker, maybe a 2 to go when we go green. We'll be right back. We are back here at Atlanta, and everything has changed, folks. We see Jacob Smith into the race lead, but he's got these old junk tires. You got Grinnell and Bissonette out there as well. They did not pit, but 4th on back. That's Zach Lockett in 4th, and everybody behind him just went down pit road and got 4 fresh tires. Daryl, we're going to have 3 laps left to go once we drop the green.
absolutely. Let's see what happens with Jacob Smith, as he's the only one who did not come down. Well, I guess Mike Grinnell and Justin Bissonette also stayed out. So the top 3 did not stay or stayed out. Pace truck's going to pull off. Jacob Smith going to lead the field into the juicy Spider restart zone. 3 laps to go, and green flag in the air.
Good jump there from the 4 machine of Smith, but is it going to matter? Top line gets a rough start, but they get things rolling. Black flag for Hanover Fist. That's for bringing out that last caution. But again, out front, Jacob Smith getting a shove from Bissonette. And here comes Ryan Patty to the outside with his 4 fresh tires. Whoa, big block. That was kind of scary, Daryl.
That was scary. He ain't going to be able to do that for the rest of the race. I guarantee it.
Oh, man, these shoves are big.
He's going to try.
Boy, I tell you what, if you're Ryan Patty, you have every right just to hook the 4 machine of Smith as he's blocking hard. 2 laps left to go, Daryl. Are we going to keep it green?
I don't think so, Blake. They may make it to the white flag, but they're not going to make it to the checkered flag. That's for sure. As Ryan Patty, to the point, he is clear. What does he decide to do? Does he stay up there or does he move down? Oh, he's going to have to stay up there.
What a
Zach
move.
Lockett to the lead.
Lockett takes the lead out of turn 4. White flag in the air. We're going to get a finish, Daryl. Doesn't matter if they junk it or not.
Zach
they're junking it.
Lockett. Oh, there's Jacob Malone. He saves it. Doesn't matter. White flag.
Last lap, Darrell down the backstretch for the final time. It's Ryan Patty on the high side. Zach Lockett on the bottom. No help for Lockett. Ryan Patty through turns 3 and 4 as he goes down to the bottom line. Hard to the wall goes the field. Checkered flag waving. Ryan Patty wins at Echo Park Speedway.
Zach Lockett going to finish second. Justin Bissonette third. Mike Grinnell, who stayed out, as well as Justin Bissonette, get P4, and Brock Hersey, P5.
Oh, man. Let's take a look and try to find out what happened here. This white flag lap, Darrell. I don't really have many things going here, so let's just take a look from here. I think Finnegan involved, so we'll keep an eye on Finnegan. This is on the white flag lap, Darrell. This is in 3 and 4, I believe, when they all junk it. So here's Finnegan on the top line in that number 6 machine. So he heads down into turn 3. The scene, he just subscribed to HMS TV. Appreciate that, but here it is, Darrell.
He's going to try to go in the middle here, and the Ford just comes down. Wasn't clear. Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. So this one's in the books, though, Darrell. Ryan Patty is your race winner. Some drivers aren't happy on the radio with one another. But let's take a short break, gather some guys, and we got the Hustle Fuel Victory Lane coming up here in a moment. Don't you go anywhere. Driver interviews happening next. And we're back here at Echo Park Speedway, and it's time to get some of these driver interviews ready to roll. And take a look on your screen. It is the Hustle Fuel Victory Lane, and actually, it's broken. So, Hustle Fuel Victory Lane time. Let's take a look here at some drivers coming on in. Starting with our third place finisher here tonight, it's going to be Justin Bissonette. Justin, Blake, and Darrell up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, how we doing, guys?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good, but a good run for you there. You end up putting it on the podium after the gutsy pit strategy call to stay out there at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. It worked out well for us. Saved enough fuel where I had enough to get to the finish in an extra green-white checkered, so it was just about the tires, but seemed got far enough, so it counts.
I mean, that was a crazy last lap or two. We saw a lot of guys wrecking it there, and you were thankfully able to stay out of all that trouble.
Yeah, I think I was behind just about every single wreck tonight, so that was fun. But the odds were not in my favor to make it out tonight. But it all worked out. In P3, I needed a good points night tonight, so racked up some stage points, got the podium, and on to North Wilkesboro next week.
It's going to be exciting for sure. Now, Darrell, what were you seeing out of Bissonette here?
Yeah, just you found yourself in the right spot at the right time. It was some crazy racing we had tonight. I mean, it was just incredible. I really want to know, talk to us about the fuel strategy there at the end there. We saw, I'm not sure if it was you or not, that just kind of pulled out to like a 2-second lead over everybody else, maybe. But talk to us about that.
Yeah, there was a lot of clutch pedal abuse on that third stage. So Zach, I think, pulled the trigger first, and I followed him. So I figured, everybody was running what felt like, 10, 15 miles per hour underneath what single car pace was. So I figured, hey, you know what? Let's pull out. Let's cause a little bit of panic just to reshuffle the field. Otherwise, we're just going to be doing a set of parade laps here for the next 20 minutes, and it you know, that could have really, really backfired, and we could have ate it hard in terms of strategy. But it all worked out in the end.
Absolutely. Well, hey, a great run for you here tonight, Justin, and we're glad you did that because that definitely made it more exciting. But, hey, you put it on the podium here in Atlanta before you head out. Got any shout-outs for our viewers at home?
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to all the guys on the CCR ECR crew and to 843 Roofing here in Charleston, South Carolina. So anybody need a roof in the Low Country, we're here for you. You know, support your local hometown family businesses. But appreciate everybody and appreciate you guys for the broadcast tonight.
Absolutely. Well, hey, congratulations. Tonight's third-place finisher here with the Icon Cup Series, Justin Bissonette.
Thanks, guys.
Good to see Justin put it on the podium there, Daryl. And we're definitely glad he did want to shake the field up there because that could have been a boring finish, and we did not have a boring finish.
Yeah, I was going to ask him if he travels to Illinois for roofing, but I was too afraid he was going to say no. But also, we have Connor Gerard in the chat. 24 machine of Brock Hersey wins paint scheme of the night. Like,
wow, that is huge. Thank you, Connor Gerard. But, Daryl, let's move on and get our second-place finisher in here, Zach Lockett. Zach, Blake, and Daryl up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Hey, what a run for you there. You ended up bringing it home in the second position, but you had a shot there at the end. What do you think you could have maybe done there a little differently in the last couple laps to bring home the win?
I honestly just needed the 4-car to stay with me. I half the field tonight was CCR, ECR teammates, so I honestly thought maybe Jake would work with me. We could go an easy 1-2 there, but him being who he is, he wants to go for the win, and thought he had a better run up top. Didn't end up that way for him, but yeah, really just needed the 4-car to stay glued to me. I know he had some damage as well, but knew it was going to kind of come down to the guys on tires, me and Patty, and happy to go P2, but would love to have pulled away with another win here to Super Speedway. Definitely, probably led the most laps, was up front all night. I know, most of the race was a fuel saving race, but felt strong. Love my chances at these kind of tracks. Thought knew it'd be a little bit hard to get the win without my teammates here tonight. Me and John McNeil worked together really well. He ended up having to leave, so he was my only teammate here tonight. But maybe with some more teammate help, could have got it done. But honestly, I just think if the 4-car stayed glued to me, could have been good.
Yeah, we did have Chris Mackey in the chat. He was pulling for you there at the end. But, hey, you come up one spot short. Has to feel pretty good bringing home second. But, Daryl, what'd you see out of the 93 car here tonight?
yeah, Zach, just a great run and great finish. And we were talking to Justin just a minute ago about that fuel strategy near the end of the race, about how you two just pulled away. And he was talking about how he was a little nervous about it. Just talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I went and topped off, so I had a little bit of extra fuel there at the end. Honestly, it was like, what, if I'm going to control the race and run half throttle, I'm going to just go grab the lead real quick and then set the pace myself. So that's what I did. Kind of helped out too. I ended up having to drop back a little bit more because I wasn't good on fuel. And then, was hoping there was going to be a late caution where we could go and top off or just save to the end, and there ended up being a late caution. So, yeah, honestly, just wanted to go and set the pace myself. If we're going to sit here and run, 50% throttle, might as well do it from the lead.
Hey, well, it certainly worked out for you. You bring home a podium finish, going to get a lot of good points. But, yeah, you lead 31 laps on the night. You were a little short of the most led, Bentley Glazer with the most led. But, hey, you led a fair amount of laps, and you had a shot to win at the end. But before you head out, Zach, got any shout-outs for our viewers at home?
Yeah, just shout out Whiplash SimCams on the car, Andrew Cardinale at Pit Stop TV. He's a great guy. He does great broadcasts as well as you guys for broadcasting this race. Go Racing Diecast, everyone at Adrenaline Racing helping me out tonight. We didn't have the full squad tonight, but it was fun working with John in the first stage to go 1-2. Shout out Chris Mackey for being in the chat as well. Nate Brzezowski was watching the Cup race, but then when that got put into a rain delay, came to help me through some strategy and stuff in the Discord chat. So shout out to Nate. Shout out to my wife, Erica. And yeah, that's about it. All the admins and everyone here in Icon.
Absolutely. Well, hey, shout out to you for putting it home second here tonight with the Icon Cup Series, Zach Lockett. Good run there from Zach. But Daryl, it's time to talk to the star of the show here in the Hustle Fuel Victory Lane. Let's get our winner in.
Let's do it.
Ryan, Blake, and Daryl up in the booth. You got a copy?
I sure do.
Hey, what a run from you there at the end. You made the moves you needed to make, and you park it here in Victory Lane. How's it feel?
Feels great, man. I mean, 2 wins this close together, middle of the season against this crowd. It's not easy to do. So that's definitely not one of my favorite racetracks. This type of racing at 1.5 miles is not what I would prefer to be doing here. I like the old version of Atlanta, but just battled through it all night. Played a lot of fuel strategy, which again, not my favorite, but did what we had to do to keep track position, keep the car up front, and man, it feels awesome to be able to hold him off. Especially Zach Lockett. Zach Lockett's so good at these drafting tracks, and as you can tell, to be able to battle him door to door and get the edge on him, it's great.
Yeah, it has to feel good, Ryan. And, man, what a crazy last couple laps there. I mean, we saw the 4-car throw some pretty crazy blocks, and you're able to keep it down, and you finally found a way around them.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking just as much in the rearview mirror as you are out the windshield, especially when, everyone had enough fuel there to make it to the end. A couple of cars, as you know, stayed out on old tires, and they're trying to figure out how to manipulate the air to hold us off. And, you got me and Zach coming through there as hard as we can. And then once we got to the front, we're looking in our rearview mirror for any help we could get. And you get the 4-car in the low lane with nose damage and old tires. And then you had the 6-car behind me who was, facing backwards in the wall like 20 laps before. So I don't think either of us felt really confident with the pushes we were getting. So we were just trying to do anything we could to side draft and get as much of a run as we could.
And now, Daryl, what did you see out of Ryan Patty here?
Yeah, Ryan, I mean, just great job. You're also the hard charger of the night. You started 14th and up 13 spots, so you actually are the hard charger of the night. So congratulations on that. And yeah, Ryan, I mean, I saw you just up front pretty much all race. I mean, it was pretty rare to see you outside of the top 10 or even outside of the top 5. But yeah, you just run very consistent up front and didn't really see anything super aggressive. You just kind of played it cool, ran your laps, and found your way to victory lane. Was that kind of the plan?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta put yourself in position to have the opportunity to win, right? And sometimes with these drafting tracks, as you call them, right, people get aggressive and they want to get to the lead or to the top 2 or something just because they feel like that's where they need to be to win the race. And those aggressive moves, more often than not, are the ones that are going to potentially end your day. So I've been doing this long enough to know, so long as I'm somewhere in the top 5, I've got enough of an opportunity, and it really just comes down to the last 5 laps. So if I could hang out in the top 5, that's where I wanted to be, and I was content just waiting there until the very end of the race. And hey, I mean, I even got a stage win, which was totally unexpected. I didn't plan on that, and it just kind of fell in my lap.
Well, sometimes it works that way. But, Ryan, congratulations parking it in Victory Lane. Now, next week we head to North Wilkesboro. How you feeling about that?
I have no idea what's going to happen. I haven't turned a lap on the repave there, so maybe we'll see if I can get some time in this week. Run some practice or get an official in, but I don't even know what the line is. So maybe junk next week. But if I get some practice in, then hopefully I can at least, who knows, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, if anybody can get it done, it's someone who's actually from Boston, Massachusetts. I mean, I got faith in you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, buddy.
Hey, but Ryan, before you head out, though, you got any shout-outs for our viewers watching at home?
Yeah, well, obviously, thanks to you guys coming on board here and doing a fantastic job. I mean, you've kicked up this league, more than you probably realize from just everyone enjoying it, and I guess getting our name out there through HMS. It's been a big boost to Icon. So we really appreciate everything that the both of you do and all of the following. And we see Connor in the comments every week. It's just great stuff. So thank you for that. I will say thanks to all my teammates here. It was great to have a great showing from CCR, ECR. Working through strategy and just being a good time in the radio room. Shout out to Brian Smith for not showing up this week and letting us race it out for the win. And shout out to, obviously, my wife and my daughter and my family here. I love them so much, and I appreciate that, that I can do this and be here for the family at the same time.
Absolutely. Well, hey, we appreciate you, Ryan, and you did a great job out there. You park it in the Hustle Fuel Victory Lane, Ryan Patty wins it at Echo Park Speedway with the Icon Cup Series.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Wow, what a race, Daryl. That one in the books. 160 laps of craziness. We saw a little bit of everything. We saw hard racing. We saw fuel saving. And we saw a crazy finish as well.
Yeah, that's exactly what we pretty much expected. We were going to see a lot of hard racing. We were going to see some wrecks, a little bit of tempers, and we saw a little bit of that. Saw some fuel saving, which sometimes kind of stinks at super speedways, but nonetheless, it was a lot of fun, and it is great to hear what Ryan had to say about all the shout outs to HMS TV. Blake, I tell you all the time, you probably get tired of it, but all kudos goes to you. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Well, we're happy to have you in the booth, Daryl. We have a lot of fun up here, and it's all about having fun. If we're not having fun in the booth, I mean, the broadcast just isn't going to be good. So trust me, folks. I mean, we do the best we can, and if we're having a good time, we think our viewers are as well. But hey, nonetheless, another one in the books here tonight. Ryan Patty gets his second win here in the last 4 or 5 weeks. So great job there from that number 30 machine, parking it in victory lane. But Daryl, you got any final thoughts or anything to add for our viewers at home before we end it here tonight?
I don't, except for I think next week is going to be absolutely amazing at North Wilkesboro. Like Ryan just said, the repave, he hasn't ran a lap there since the repave. So a lot of these guys may not have ran a lap there since the repave. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be a lot of fun, a lot different from what we saw here. Going to be a lot of slowing down and it's a lot more technical of a track. It's just going to be a blast. And I can't wait for that. And yeah. That's all I got.
I'm excited for it as well. So Ryan Patty parks it in victory lane again. What a race. Atlanta is in the books. Well, folks, we're going to be back here tomorrow night. We are actually filling in with a new league coming up, Side Draft Racing. We're going to be doing one of their playoff races tomorrow night. So be sure to tune in for that. Click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff. We got a jam-packed week of action coming up here this week. So till next time, in the booth with Daryl Young Jr., I'm Blake Hutchinson, and we'll see you next time.